Hi, my name is Sabrina Najwa binti ANUAR and my student ID is 2022871632.
Hi, my name is KHADIJAA NASIR. My ID student is 2022621676.
Hi, my name is AYUNI SYAHIRAH binti ZULKIFLI, student ID 2022496804.
My name is AISHAH binti AZMIN and my ID number is 2022881522.
So, our group going to present about the greenhouse gases. The table of contents is introduction, effects, factors, how to overcome, and the conclusion. The first one is introduction for greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases, also known as CHGs, are gases in the Earth's atmosphere that trap heat. During the day, the sun shines through the atmosphere, warming the Earth's surface. At night, Earth's surface cools, releasing heat back into the air. But some of the heat is trapped by the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide, methane, and water vapor are the most important greenhouse gases. Carbon dioxide (CO2) is the most significant greenhouse gas. Natural sources of atmospheric CO2 include outgassing from volcanoes, the combustion and natural decay of organic matter, and respiration by aerobic, which is oxygen-using organisms. Methane, CH4, is the second most important greenhouse gas. CH4 is most potent than CO2 because the radiative forcing produced per molecule is greater. Water vapor is the most potent greenhouse gas in Earth's atmosphere, but its behavior is fundamentally different from that of the other greenhouse gases.
I'm going to present about the effects.
According to a journal, the greenhouse effect, climatic change and rising sea levels, implications for development written by Warwick R. and Farmer G. in 1990, there are two effects that happens. The first one is the climate change. Greenhouse gas concentrations, principally those of carbon monoxide, methane, nitric oxide, and chlorofluorocarbons, have increased appreciably over the last 2 centuries. They are projected to increase rapidly in the near future and lead to the relative effects of other greenhouse gases. By the year 2030, it is estimated that the world will be on average 1 to 2 degrees Celsius warmer than today. Regional climate change with sufficient precision of impact assessment. The second one is rising sea levels. Small changes in the mean of a climate parameter can have a relatively large effect on the frequency of extreme events. While global means, sea level will increase, regional effects will vary according to the local relative trends. Impacts arising from the sea level's rise will include permanent inundation, temporary flooding, salinization, and coastal erosion that have already served in many parts of the developing world.
Next, I will explain about the factors of greenhouse gases.
The third one is factors. First, transportation. Greenhouse gas emissions from transportation primarily comes from burning fossil fuel from our cars, trucks, ships, trains, and planes. This is because 90% of the fuel used for transportation is petroleum-based, which includes gasoline and diesel. The second one is electricity production. Approximately 60% of our electricity comes from burning fossil fuels, mostly coal and natural gas. Third, increasing livestock farming. Cows and sheep produce large amounts of methane when they digest their food. Fourth, construction and industry. Greenhouse gas emissions from certain chemical reactions necessary to produce goods from raw materials. For example, concrete, cement, bricks, paint, and metal. For the last one is deforestation. Trees help to regulate the climate by absorbing CO2 from the atmosphere. When they are cutting down the trees, that beneficial effect is lost and the carbon stored in the trees is released into the atmosphere, adding to the greenhouse effect.
So now I will present about how to overcome the greenhouse gases problem.
First way that we can do to reduce greenhouse gases is minimize the use of cars.
Most of us use car to get from current place to another place. Burning gasoline and diesel fuel from cars create harmful byproducts like nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, and benzene, which can lead to greenhouse gases. We can reduce this problem by shifting to alternative technologies that either don't need gasoline like bicycle and electric cars, or vehicles that using less gasoline like hybrid cars. Using public transport such as bus, taxi, or train can lead to fewer vehicles on the road, which can reduce greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Other way that we can do to reduce greenhouse gas is generate electricity without emission. Renewable energy sources such as solar energy, wind turbine, and energy geothermal do not release greenhouse gases into the atmosphere because they don't need to burn fossil fuel to generate electricity. Renewable energy provided by the sun, wind, water can replenish by nature and emit little to no greenhouse gases. Today, the amount of electricity that comes from renewable energy is growing in certain countries such as Iceland and Costa Rica. In many other countries, the percentage of electricity from renewable energy is currently small but grows. Reduced emission from industry also can avoid greenhouse gases problem. Greenhouse gases emission from industry primarily come from burning fossil fuel to provide energy. There are ways to decrease emission from manufacturing. We can reduce the use of fossil fuel and using materials that don't release greenhouse gases. For example, bioplastic made from plants are an alternative way to reduce plastic that come from fossil fuel. Companies can also use renewable energy sources to provide energy in industry. The last way we can do to reduce the amount of carbon dioxide is plant a tree. Planting trees can increase the number of carbon sinks in atmosphere. Trees are natural carbon capture and storage machines absorbing carbon dioxide in the atmosphere through photosynthesis. Conserving forests where carbon is held in plants protect
Lastly,
existing
the
carbon
conclusion
sinks.
for this topic.
In conclusion, the industrial activities will produce the greenhouse gases such as carbon monoxide, chlorofluorocarbons, and methane. These gases will lead to global warming and cause bad influence to humans and environments. As example, the effect of greenhouse gases is climate change, which causes increasing of Earth temperature. On the other hand, there are few actions that can be taken, and one of those is using alternative energy, and this will help in reducing emission of gases.